certified seed is known to benefit farmers between 5 tons and 10 tons per hectare. So farmers are encouraged to use certified seed. We have carried out a lot of various maize trials in the country, and the breeders have also bred various maize cultivars and certified seed that is specifically suited for each agroecological zone in Zambia. As we are aware, there are 3 agroecological zones in Zambia. Agroecological zone 1 covers the valleys of the Luangwa and the Zambezi valleys, including the areas in western Zambia, which is Sesheke and Mulobezi. That is the agroecological region 1, agroecological region 2, which stretches from Western Province up to the eastern parts of the country, including Central and Lusaka provinces. Here the elevation is between 800 meters above sea level up to 1,000 meters and receiving rainfall of between 800 millimeters to 1,000 millimeters. Then the third agroecological zone is Region 3. The Region 3 is characterized with high altitude ranging between 1,000 millimeters to 1,800 millimeters above sea level when you are in Muyombe. And the rainfall is it is a longer growing period with a growing period of up to 140, 150 days. So as you can see, the high rainfall area covers the northwestern regions of Zambia, the Copper Belt region, part of the periphery of the Mukoshi, and it goes to Serenge, the northern provinces, as well as the Luapula provinces and the Muchinga. The varieties that we are going to discuss, there are various varieties that are suited to each of these agroecological regions. In agroecological region 1, we have got varieties that are suited for the region. And the pictorials that we are going to show in our videos, the best example is the seed varieties that are from MRI. If you are in the region 1, the packaging for these seeds is in orange, and it tells you the orange color is for region 1. The seed or the seedical varieties that are available for region 1, they are depicted as a monkey. So it tells you these varieties are good, they are drought tolerant, they grow very fast, they can escape drought. And the maturity period for region 1 and the varieties that have been bred is between 90 days to 115 days. The farmer should be able to get good yields of between 3 tons to 7 tons per hectare, depending on management, as we say.
Okay, good morning everyone. We actually welcome you all to Mr. Mwinanyambe's farm. My name is Susan Muvanga Chilufya. I'm actually a representative of MRI Seed. This is a company that is actually producing the seed locally here in Zambia. Our varieties are actually very adaptable to the local conditions. So we are actually very privileged to be part of this program, and I'm really happy to share with you the varieties that we are selling right now on the market. We have 3 different kinds of categories of our varieties. We have the early maturing, the medium and the late maturing varieties. And why do we have these three types of varieties? It's because all the varieties in Zambia for seed are all bred according to the agroecological regions that are found in Zambia. So in Zambia we have three regions. We have region 1, which has low rainfall, which is southern part of Zambia. Then we have the region 2, which has a mild or medium rainfall pattern, and then we have the late region 3, where we find like the northern part, the copper belt, the northwestern part of Zambia, where we find rains which are round about more than 1,000 millimeters per year. So all the varieties that we have that we are actually selling to the farmers are actually bred according to this rainfall pattern. Why? Because we want the farmer to buy the right variety, which will, according to the farm practices that the particular farmer is practicing, even Mr. Mwinanyamba is practicing on his farm, is able to get the best yield from these varieties. So we have an early maturing variety. We have 594 and 514, which is with us here. The 514 and 594, these are the early maturing varieties, and these bags are bagged in an orange bag. So I can assure you that, or guarantee you that, when you buy these varieties, you need to plant them in an area which is the southern part of Zambia, like I said, where we have erratic rainfall pattern. But yet still, if you're in the northern part of Zambia and you're planting late in the season, like in region 3, you're going towards January or February, you can still plant this early maturing variety because it only takes about 3 months for it to give you the yield. From the early maturing variety, we go to the medium maturing variety, and our most popular one, which is MRI 624. This is a hybrid which is very, very dependable. Why do I say that it's dependable? It's because you find that it's very tolerant to the diseases. It's got very good anchorage to the ground. So even if you have a whirlwind during your rain season, you find our varieties will never fail you. The varieties that are bred in Zambia, which are MRI varieties, they never launch, because of the way the rooting system is built, the way the rooting system was bred. You find that all the rooting system on our varieties really anchor to the ground. So the varieties, you never find them any launch whilst it's going towards the physiological maturity stage. And our medium maturing varieties, like 624 for example, are all bagged in blue bags. So when you go in our recommended agro dealers and you're in the region 2, buy the blue bags, because that's the medium maturing variety. Other than that, the last one that we have is the late maturing variety, which is like, for example, here we have MRI 744. These are late maturing variety which takes about 4 to 5 months to mature. And these are varieties that you grow in region 3. Region 3, where you have rainfall pattern which is more than 1,000 millimeters per year, even 1,200 millimeters per year. So parts of northern, copper belt, northwestern, these are the varieties that you plant. But yet still, you can plant 744 in Dambo areas in region 2. But you have to plant it quite early so that you can be able to get your grains. And the grains should be fully matured and they fill up quickly and get your best yield. But MRI varieties are very good varieties that we produce on the market. First and foremost, they are locally bred. We have our research and development farm right here in Zambia, in Chongwe. So our varieties are adopted to the local conditions, in the sense that they're adopted to the pests, they're adopted to the kind of insects that we have, they're adopted to the diseases that we find in Zambia. So I'm not saying that they cannot be attacked. They can be attacked, but a farmer will not lose so much when it comes to yield. The farmer is yet to get something very good. Even the time we had, I'm sure most of you farmers will agree with me, we had this break of 4 armyworm last season. You find that our varieties were able to really tolerate, to fight the attack. So the farmers really didn't lose so much on the yields. So MRI varieties are the best varieties that you can grow as a farmer in Zambia. And I'm very happy that Mr. Mwinanyamba is one that farmer that has chosen to grow our varieties that are bred in Zambia, because he knows that he'll get the best yield, he'll get the varieties that are tolerant to drought in case of a drought, he gets the varieties that are quite tolerant to diseases when there's an outbreak of diseases like Maize virus or grey leaf spot. And our varieties are heavy grain varieties. You'll find that most of our varieties, when you take them and you're selling them, according to scale, you find that you don't really need to fill up the whole field 50 kg bag. Our varieties are heavy, they are heavy on the weight, and they give you a very good yield. So farmers out there, I would encourage you as a representative of MRI Seed to please go in our recommended agro dealers, find out, learn more about our varieties. We have our extension officers in these shops. We have our merchandisers actually who are trained about these varieties and to help you really get a better yield out of your crop. Thank you very much.
What we encourage the farmers in these agroecological zones is to go to an agro dealer shop and inquire what seed is available. And usually the seed suppliers, when they supply their seed, these seeds are accompanied with a brochure explaining why that seed is suited for that region or for the farmer.